Welcome to the Mattoc Service Guide. As a word of caution, working with pressurized suspension can be dangerous. Always be sure you're wearing eye and skin protection when working. Never work directly over or have the system pointed in a direction of other people. Always decompress the system and double check that it is uncharged before working. With that said, let's get started. To start off, here are the key external components you will need to know to perform maintenance on your Mattoc. At the bottom of the Mattoc in blue is the rebound adjustment knob, and in black is the air valve cap. All Mattocs produced in 2014 will have a standard air cap. Forks produced in 2015 and in the future will be built with a volume-reducing air cap. When disassembling and reassembling a Mattoc or any Manitou suspension, be sure to work on a clean surface to prevent contamination. Be sure to use lint-free towels. Stray fibers can actually get caught between the inner legs and the seals of the outer legs, causing fluid leaks. You will need many tools to disassemble and reassemble the Mattoc. Most of these tools are common. To disassemble and reassemble your Mattoc, you will need to purchase the Mattoc Toolkit. This includes the Mattoc 8mm thin-walled socket, the Mattoc cassette tool, and the Mattoc flat ground 24mm socket. Begin by clamping the Mattoc in a bike stand slightly on an upward angle. This slight upward angle will prevent the semi-bath fluid from leaking out of the fork during disassembly. Remove the black air valve cap by twisting counterclockwise. Remove the blue rebound knob by securing with 2 fingers, and with a 2mm Allen wrench, unscrew the bolt counterclockwise. Attach a shock pump to the valve stem and depress the pump pressure relief button to depressurize the air chamber. Remove the shock pump and depress the valve stem with an Allen wrench to be sure all of the pressure is purged from the system. With an 8mm Allen wrench, loosen the rebound assembly from the outer casting by turning clockwise. With the 8mm thin-walled socket, unthread the compression rod out of the lower casting by turning clockwise. As an added note, the compression rod and TPC rebound rod adapters loosen clockwise and tighten counterclockwise. If you can push the rebound and compression rod into the casting, you know that has been disconnected from the outer casting. With this indication, you're now ready to pull the outer casting from the inner legs. Remove the outer casting and place over a tray or bucket. There will be about 15 cc or 15 milliliters of semi-bath fluid in each outer leg. You'll want to let this drain out before reinstalling the legs. Before removing the compression rod, check to make sure all the air is out of the system. Use a Mattoc cassette tool and an adjustable wrench to loosen counterclockwise until the compression rod cap disengages from the inner leg. You can now pull the compression rod assembly out. Be sure to pull straight out to prevent scratching of the inner leg. Clamp the crown steer assembly in a stand over a bucket, allowing easy access to the top cap. Using a Mattoc flat ground 24mm socket, loosen the top cap in the counterclockwise direction. As an added tip, while loosening the top cap, apply medium pressure to the ratchet. This will secure the socket onto the top cap while removing it, preventing any slipping of the socket which can damage the top cap. If you're changing the travel of a 26-inch Mattoc, you will have a range of 170 to 140. In this case, we'll be changing the travel from 160 to 140. So we'll be adding 2 extra spacers to equal 3. Note on this Mattoc 26-inch comp rod, there is no spacer down by the air valve. Place a generous amount of M-Prep on your finger and spread it on the outer diameter of the air piston. Also put some M-Prep on the top of the piston. Use some rotational motion while reinserting the compression rod. This will ensure that you do not cut the O-ring while reinstalling the compression rod. Tighten down the compression rod cap to a torque of 7 to 9 Newton meters or 60 to 80 inch-pounds. And place 3 cc or 3 milliliters of semi-bath oil on top of the air piston. Replace the top air cap of the Mattoc using a flat ground 24 millimeter socket at a torque of 7 to 9 Newton meters or 60 to 80 inch-pounds. Attach the shock pump and with the air purge button depressed, fully extend the compression rod. Add 15 psi to the system to prevent it from moving while reinstalling the outer casting. Place the inner legs at a slightly upward angle. Fully extend the TPC rebound rod. Slide the inner legs into the outer casting about halfway, making sure not to fold over the dust and oil seals. Slide the outer casting down until it makes contact with the rebound and compression rod adapters. Turning counterclockwise, tighten the compression rod and rebound rod adapters to the outer casting at a torque of 30 to 40 inch-pounds or 3.5 to 4.5 Newton meters. Be sure not to compress down the outer casting while torquing down these two adapters. Apply a small amount of blue Loctite to the rebound rod bolt threads. Hold the rebound knob still while reinstalling the rebound knob bolt at a torque of 0.5 to 0.7 Newton meters or 4 to 6 inch-pounds. Double check to make sure the fork is fully extended by attaching a pump and pulling on the outer casting. Using the weight to pressure chart found on the Mattoc or at ManitouMTB.com, charge the Mattoc with the appropriate amount of air to your weight. Reinstall the air valve cap finger tight. Thanks for watching. If you have any other questions, just contact us at techsupport@hayesbicycle.com.